Unlikely anyone would face prosecution. Our political correspondent Terry Stiasny reports.
The decision by the Metropolitan Police to investigate the expenses claims of a small number of MPs and peers is another twist in the already complicated tale of MPs' expenses. The Labour MP David Chater has faced allegations that he claimed mortgage payments when he no longer had a mortgage to pay off. He acknowledged that the police had been in touch.
Earlier today, my solicitor was contacted by the police, and they said they would like to interview a small number of MPs and peers for further inquiries. I've said all along that I will cooperate fully with any investigation. I want to explain my case, explain what happened. I've acknowledged that there is an error here, and I want to clear my name.
The former Labour Minister, Elliot Morley, is also understood to be under investigation. He faced similar claims regarding his mortgage. Mr. Morley said that he would welcome the opportunity to put his side of the story. The Labour peer, Lady Udin, is believed to be one of those under scrutiny. A newspaper reported that she had claimed expenses for a property in Maidstone that was not, in fact, her home. Lady Udin was not available for comment on a possible police investigation. The Labour Party said that it always expected Labour members to cooperate fully with the police. The Business Secretary, Lord Mandelson, said the police should investigate where necessary.
I should think in some cases, where there are allegations of fraud, not just a sort of over-milking of the system, if I can put it in that way, the police will need to take a look at this.
The Daily Telegraph has also continued to publish allegations about expenses, reporting that some MPs had overclaimed for their council tax bills, although it also says some of those had repaid the difference. After a mix-up on Parliament's website, it remains unclear exactly how much money has yet been repaid by MPs and by whom. What is clear, though, is that the expenses story Parliament had hoped to put behind it still has some way to run.
Gordon Brown has admitted that he's been hurt by some of the personal attacks on him in recent weeks, and he said he might go into teaching after he leaves office. But in an interview in the Guardian newspaper, the Prime Minister insists that Labour can win the next election under his leadership. He tells the paper he's not interested in the trappings of power and wouldn't miss Downing Street or Chequers. The City of London police have been asked to look into allegations that the Liberal Democrats broke money laundering laws when they accepted nearly £2.5 million from a donor, Michael Brown, who was later convicted of fraud. The BBC's Newsnight has learned that one of Mr. Brown's victims has made a request to police to investigate. The programme's political editor, Michael Crick, has been following the case.
The complaint to the police concerns a £2.4 million donation which the Liberal Democrats took before the 2005 election from Michael Brown, a businessman who was last year convicted of fraud. An American lawyer, Robert Mann, who was one of Mr. Brown's victims, has been suing the Lib Dems, saying the money was effectively stolen from him and others. But now he's called in the police too, alleging criminal breach of the 2002 Proceeds of Crime Act, which covers money laundering.
It's absolutely shocking how any major political party or any political party in England wouldn't want to return monies that are clearly stolen, absolutely traceable to me personally, and the individual that gave them the money is now a convicted felon.
The City of London police are considering the complaint and told the BBC, on the face of it, they seem to be serious allegations. Mr. Brown's gift was the biggest the Liberal Democrats have ever had. The party says they took the money in good faith, made checks on Mr. Brown, and have been advised by auditors and lawyers they don't need to repay it. Legally, though, if the party's forced to repay, it could mean a levy of individual members of around £40 each.
Iran's supreme leader has delivered an uncompromising and ominous message to the many thousands of opposition supporters who've made their protests public. Stay off the streets, and if you don't, your leaders will be responsible for any bloodshed.